Everyone, this is Cobra. In this video, I'm going to show you what subsidy generals should look like and the effect they have on your PvP battles. So the first thing you will want to look for in your debuff general, in your subsidy generals are debuffs. Debuffs are like what Nero says here, it reduces enemy troops. Okay, so if I look at, let's say, William Wallace, this is, he has a bit of debuff that would be good in a subsidy, and he has a bit of a buff, increases your attack. That's for attacking and not for subsidies. So a terrible subsidy general, for example, would be this Oda Nobunaga, because he increases your troops' effect, but this does not work in subsidies. In subsidies, this effect would only work on your subsidy troops. And if you look at your subsidy troops, they are tiny. I mean, I am a level 30 keep, and if I look at my subsidy troops, this is what I have. Okay, they're T7, and I don't even have 1k of each. So in your battle, increasing their power is not going to help at all. However, the debuffs, where it reduces enemy troops, that works on the entire enemy army. So that's why you want to place debuff generals in subsidies and not buff generals. So some of the best free, by free I mean you don't have to pay real money. You still need to pay gold for them. But if you're a free player, you can get them. So the best are Nero, reduces enemy troops HP by 15%. Gustavus Adolphus reduces enemy range troops and siege defense. Let's see. I've got Andrew Jackson is also very good. Reduces enemy range troops attack and mounted troops HP. Then another very good one is, I think she's in other. Yes, Empress Dowager Shishi. Reduces enemy troops defense by 15% and enemy ground troops defense by another 15% when general is leading the army. So you want to try and get those generals and fill them up in your subsidies. If you look at my subsidy generals, I have Nero, another Nero. Okay, Ban Chao is bad for subsidy, but I'm trying to level him up, so I put him in there. Then I've got Empress Dowager Shishi, Gustavus Adolphus, Andrew Jackson, and another Empress. So that reduces enemy troops. You can also get Arminius from the general fragments. And Arminius is an amazing subsidy general. If you look, I just need to find him quick. Over here, Arminius. He reduces enemy ground troops and mount troops HP by 10%, and enemy range troops and siege machines attack by 15% when general is leading the army. And also, if you manage to get enough runestones, you can see you can reduce enemy mounted HP and ground HP by another 30%, reduce enemy troop attack by 10%. So if you're lucky enough to get Arminius, definitely put him in your subsidies. There are some other great ones, but these you'll need to spend money for, like CNUT the Great. Reduces enemy range troops attack by 25% and enemy ground troops and mounted HP by 15%. And over here it reduces range troops by 26%. So you do have these amazing subsidy generals, but for most non-paying members, stick to Nero, Andrew Jackson, and Empress Dowager Shishi. They are the best out there. And I will show you in a battle report what their effect is. So I attacked a weaker player this morning just to be able to show you what their effect is. So if you look over here, my subsidies reduced all this for enemy troops. Now you will notice also that I had 2 Neros, and Nero reduces enemy troops HP by 15%. So with 2 Neros, normally it would be 30%, such as over here, it reduced a siege machine by 30%. However, you'll see that for ranged troops, it only reduced by 22%. And the reason for this is you can only decrease your enemy's buffs by 50% maximum. So if you look at your enemy troops buffs, their HP increase was 80%, sorry. Now 50% of that would be 40%, which is why I managed to use my full buff because it's smaller than their 50%. If, however, you look at their ranged troop increase, it was 45%. 50% of that is 22.5. So I was not able to use my full 30%, and it only went to 22%. So keep that in mind, that when you do put debuff gear and debuff generals in your subsidy, you want to be a bit versatile. You don't only want to focus on one type of troop, because you can only decrease a maximum of 50% of their buffs. So if you focus on only one type of troop, you will be wasting debuffs. Then the other thing you want to do, this takes a long time for most players, is for your subsidy generals. You're going to want to equip them with Archiminidae or Arc gear, however you pronounce it. So if you look at this high level gear, you will see that it reduces enemy troops. So if you equip your subsidy generals with that gear, it will decrease your enemy's troop buffs when you attack. So if you think, let's say you have 6 subsidy generals and you equip each one of them with arc gear, you will get a total of 36 pieces of equipment which reduce enemy troops. So you can see that this has a big effect on how successful you are in PvP. So this arc gear is very expensive. You can see that you need a lot of materials, and you need these scrolls, which are very tough to get, but you will get them eventually. But for now, just try get the right subsidy generals that already have debuffs in their effect. So that's it for subsidy generals, what you should try and get for PvP. I hope that cleared a few things up. Till next video, thanks, bye.